Hey, you guys, thanks for tuning in, Coach Kizzy. I'm Majestic Life Solutions. So I was just watching this, and this goes by like how I be saying about some parents, and so I've been here like with my sister, like on her journey, raising her kids. Right? I'm not saying I'm raising them; she raising her own kids, but I never seen one time where she showed favoritism. You understand what I'm saying? So then I would have, probably correct that. She probably would have been mad at me, but I would have corrected. But not one time that she showed favoritism or either one of her children or whatever. So she treat them like how our parents raised us. So they didn't show each other favoritism, or this my favorite, or this my favorite, or this. And that's what I tell a lot of people, that breaks a family. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was watching this video, and I will show you, but it's a long video. But when you got more than one child, you have to show the same favoritism to the child, to each child. Don't say just because maybe probably some people think in their mind like, okay, well, this father not in their life, so I'm just gonna treat this child this, or some women look at them like, oh, you look just like your daddy, and that some women hate their children because they look like they father. You understand what I'm saying? Because the father and them didn't work out. But you got to not do that with kids or whatever. Don't show favoritism. But I can honestly say that, like I pay attention to everything I pay attention to surroundings and everything and however it is. And I don't have no um like how people raise they like how they raise their kids. So I've been around my sister kids since they was born. So I seen her raise them. What I'm saying. Then they she co-parent. She co-parent with the father. So things didn't work out in they marriage and stuff like that. And I give props to it because like even though when they separated and they wasn't fully divorced, she didn't. I ain't gonna lie, but she didn't start sowing her raw oats until she got divorced. So so she started back talking to people after she got divorced, and I can like you look at people, lives and stuff and things like that. If it was something that she was doing wrong, then she might get mad. I'll be like, okay, you're not supposed to do that, but no, I just tell anybody out there, like, love your children. It's like I wish I would have, I wish I would have had a child. Like now that I keep on seeing these child, and then especially that little baby that was doing that, because it's like something that I could have I could have invest in. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's too late to have a child, but I don't want no kids now. It's just like I don't think it's too late, but I just don't want no kids. So. Um, and it was a journey sitting here watching my sister raise them kids, because they actually grew up to be good kids. They actually grew up to be good kids because like when they was young, baby, when I tell you when I tell you but they was you can't spoil a child. And they was spoiled, and all they did was cry all day. And that's why I said I don't want no child, because they be crying. They be crying and throw temper tantrums, but you have to have patience with a child. You have to really have patience, and I have patience, but it's not for a child. Maybe one day, but this day is not the day. I'm not telling no story. And my puppy dog right here is my child. So I just tell people, it starts off in the household. Like, for real, when you start showing favoritism towards one child, when you start showing favoritism, that breaks a bond with the parent and the child, and then the child feel less loved, and so that makes a child act out. And so when you know that a child act out like that, it's because it's something that you're doing in your parenting skills. It's something that you're doing in your parenting skills. But I can honestly say that these two that I see every day, they came up to be good kids. Because and they don't think like other kids. You know, like, well, some kids, because a lot of kids are still good too. It's a whole lot of kids that's good. All kids are good. It's just according to how you raise them and how you talk to them. You understand? Because you got to understand that talking to a child crazy and stuff like that, and just because you're the parent, that don't mean you have the right to just talk to them any kind of way. Like the girl said, she felt like the mama, in what she said, fourth grade or something like that, and she was telling her that she was fat. you know you can't tell a child that, because that holds trauma. So if that holds trauma in, then that child is not going to understand. The child is not going to understand when they grow up. Like, my mama called me fat all these years, and I just feel it makes a child, when they grow up, they have a self-esteem issues. You understand what I'm saying? So if you have kids, treat them equally, because they didn't ask to be here. So treat them equally. Don't treat them no other kind of way because you feel a certain type of way, or something like that. And then she thought that some about, and then, okay, so she had the mom had an older man enter her life, right? An older man. So at 16, the man was touching her arm and all kind of stuff, the little girl arm and all that. And then the girl was asking for money. But my thing is, when the only thing that she said is, my mom, she always yelled. So when you yelling, that frightens a child to conversation with you, open conversation with you, because that's the only thing they're gonna think about is, my mom gonna do nothing but just yell. So they be afraid to tell you certain situations. So if you open up to what your child had to say, and then not argue about every little thing that you see, they wouldn't mind having an open conversation with you. You got to understand this. Because guess what? I was once a child. I was once a child. So you got to know, you got to think about how you failed. You got to think about how you failed as a child. If you was in a household where you always heard some drama, some yelling, and all this, or being abused and stuff like that. So you try to do something totally different than what your parents did. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, when you holding that trauma in, it affects the child. That's what I tell you all the time. It affects the child. You want to know why it affects the child? Because you're still holding that trauma in, what somebody done said to you. That's why I'm big on talking about mindset. You understand what I'm saying? You got to change your mindset, because if you don't change your mind, listen, baby, listen, Linda, listen, Linda. Because if you don't change your mindset, a child gonna act out, and then you're gonna wonder why the child is acting out. Then you wanna say, "Oh, this child crazy. I'm supposed to go get them a check. I want to go." Get, that child is acting out because of you. That child is acting out because of you. Sometimes it takes you to grow up too. I don't care how old you are. It takes you to grow up and have a relationship with your child. And even I'm gonna tell you right now today, even if I'm telling the world this, and this for the world. You understand this? And y'all listen to me carefully, okay? Even if you into it with your parents, forgive your parents. Y'all get back together and start talking to one another, because you only have one set of parents. You only have one set of parents. So disobedient to a mother and father, a child doesn't live long. You understand that? Be obedient to your parents. And if they ask you to go get a piece of, if it's sitting right here, and they ask you to get the remote, just get it. Just get it. Because sometimes that be the test. And I'm talking to the grown adults that have parents that's still living. And you're not close to your parents, because your parents then drug you through the dirt, and you feel like this. But sometimes parents don't even have intention of doing this. Sometimes they don't even have intention of doing it, but they do it. You want to know why they do it? Because they hurting in the inside, and it's something that they ain't taking care of. So then as us as adults, we don't understand that. Like, why did my mama treat me like this? Or why this? because she wasn't healed when she had you. She wasn't healed. She's still holding on to her trauma. So don't never think that just because your parents yelling at you or this and that, that they don't. Some parents, just say some, because some don't just like their kids. I ain't gonna even lie. Some just don't like their kids, but some parents do that because they still holding on to their trauma, their childhood trauma. But they love you unconditionally. Understand that. So if your household is broken with your parent, get it together. Get it together. Get it together, because you only have one set of parents. You only have one set of parents, and if your mom is your dad and your father, get it together. Get it together, because it's we have one life to live, man. We have one life to live, and you're supposed to enjoy your life. You're supposed to enjoy your life, and especially if your parents are still living, enjoy them while they're here. Start giving them flowers, roses, whatever, and show them that you appreciate them. Show them that you appreciate them, because at the end of the day, when they gone, then you boo boo crying. So value yourself and your parents. Put more into your thought when you start thinking about. Put more into your thought when you start thinking about you want to yell at your parents. Put more into your thought, or you want to cuss your parents out. Put more into your thought, because you never sat down with your parent. You never sat down with your parent and asked your parent. Uh, we really need to have a really grown folk conversation, because you can come to your parents and tell your parents that we're gonna need to have a grown folk conversation without yelling. We're having an altercation. You understand? So you can go to your parent and ask them, why this situation is happening, because we need to be better as humankind. You my mother, you my father, and I'm your child. But we had to get it together, because God don't want us to hate one another. And you brought me in this world. So if you have a parent that you feel like that, if you have a parent that you feel like that they not doing anything for you, or they never did anything in the world, because I done heard plenty of that. Man, my mom ain't never did shit for me. That's what I done heard before. And I don't like that talk around me. I don't like that talk around me. I do not like that talk around me. I don't. I don't care if your mama haven't did nothing. It's a reason. If you come like an adult and ask your parent, what is it have I done to you? Ask them. Don't be scared because you out the house and you're a grown individual. Ask them. Talk to them. What have I done to you to make you feel this way about me? Or if you feel that way, because you never know what they might tell you. Open up. Have a whole different mindset in order for you to have that conversation. Because sometimes you might not like what you hear, but you got to know that the truth may hurt. But but take that in as wisdom and knowledge to know where we can fix this relationship at. Okay, y'all need to start putting some Folgers in your cup. See, with my Folgers in my cup, I wakes up. You understand? It wakes my mindset up. With Folgers in my cup, it wakes my mindset up. So sometimes you need to sit back and relax and enjoy the ride and put Folgers in your cup. Seriously, take a sip like this and relax your nerves. Seriously, it'll relax you. It'll relax your nerves, because I don't understand how it's a lot of people that I have came across and that don't have a relationship with their parents. Don't have a relationship with their parents. But if my parents are still living, I'll be staying with them. I'll be 60 years old still staying with them. You hear me? I, I ain't lying, because I wouldn't go nowhere. We had a good relationship. We had a good relationship. So I'll be 60 years old. I'll be still staying with my mom. And they be like, where you stay with my mama? I ain't lying. I ain't lying. If I go up in there, if I could take this whole computer up in there and ask my sister if my mom was still living, where would we be living at home? I ain't lying. We would be living at home with our mama. I'm dead serious. If she come up in here right now, and if my mom was still living, we wouldn't have no house. We'd be staying with my mama. Oh, you made me slap. You made me slap. But it's the truth. It's the truth. So that's why I be trying to get people to get back in unity with family, with your parents and stuff, because we don't know when it's time to check out. We don't want to wait till our parents, or if your parents, you're not speaking to your parents because this such happened. Let me tell you something. Get your house in order today. Get your house in order today, and go to your parent and ask your parent, why are we so disconnected? Why are we so disconnected? Didn't I come out of there? Didn't you birth me? But don't say it like that. Don't, because they're gonna get mad. I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get mad, but don't say it like that. I tell you how to say it. I just told you how to say it though. I told you how to say it. How you come to them and you ask them, this what you do. You come to your parent, mom. I really do need to have a grown folk conversation with you, an open conversation with you, and I want to know why our relationship is so distant or disconnected, and that's how you come to your parent. Because if you go to them and say, why you act like this? I came out of that thing, because a lot of people do that. I came out of that thing, so you know what? You need to act this way, and that's what make your parents go off, and y'all gonna stay disconnected because the way you approach, you got to know how to approach your parents. You understand? You got to know how to approach your parents, because if you don't know how to approach your parents, they're gonna go off on you. Oh, they're gonna go off, and they're gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. I'm telling you. Put Folgers in your cup now. I'm serious. I'm serious. So you got to know how to approach your parent, and not being in a disrespectful way. Because if you disrespectful, parents don't know about being disrespectful. Oh, you don't care how old you are, and especially if they cuss. If they curse, listen. If they curse, oh, they're gonna cuss you from sun up to sundown. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Just for real. I'm just being real with you. If you feel disconnected with your parent, get back in unity with them. Okay, put Folgers in your cup. Seriously, because it's a lot of households that's been broken up right now. It's a lot of households that's been broken up, and a lot of things that's been going on, and a lot of things has been broken. But you know what? As long as you get yourself in order, you have to get yourself in order too. And if you haven't having that issue with parents, make sure you have yourself in order. That means changing your whole mindset on things, and being open, and being responsible to take in the information that if it's some harsh information. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, because I know some parents might not even tell you, and if your father not around, I'm just gonna be real with you. If your father not around, some women has been molested, and they had a child either by they can have it by their birth father. They can have it by their birth father, and stuff like that. This stuff goes around in the world, so you never know why your parent is so disconnected. But if you change your mindset on things, change your whole mindset around. Do that. You see how my hand going around? Change your whole mindset around, because you never know what your parent might say to you. Because a parent, you know what a parent do? It's for your protection. That's what they'll say to you. I only did that because I wanted to protect you on different things. You understand? So you have to change when you have this conversation. You have to change your whole mindset. Change your whole mindset because you might not like what you hear, and that's just with a few. Some people you might not like what you hear, but just always be open to the conversation. Okay? Because I'm getting this world together. You understand that? I'm getting this world together. I'm getting this world together. I'm getting families back together. Uh-huh. This is things that I'm doing. This is things that I'm doing. You might not see it yet, but these are the things I'm doing. Getting families back together. I'm trying to stop less. We're gonna stop less. We're gonna. It's gonna be few divorces. You understand? This is something that I'm creating on my own. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Ain't nobody else but me. Put Folgers in your cup. Yes. So that's what these plans are. It's gonna be that I have some more plans too, but we ain't gonna talk about them plans. But this is what my channel is about. Is about getting families back together, understanding that how parents condition themselves from their child. Hmm. It's a lot of things that I have in store for you guys in this world. It's a lot of things that I have in store for you guys in this world. And you just got to sit back and wait. And you got to listen, sit back and enjoy the ride of Lakia's journey. Put Folgers in your cup. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of good things too. It's a lot of good things. It's not nothing bad for anyone. Nothing, no bad intentions for anyone. I don't care if you was my enemy and you came up against me, whatever it is. I still have good intentions for you. Still have good intentions for you, and I want you to change your mindset too. And no hard feelings. Because once I put Folgers in my cup, I forgave it all. I did. Once I put Folgers in my cup, I forgave it all. And that's how you have to be in life. That's one thing. That's one thing about setting your mind, changing your mindset. That's one thing about your spiritual awakening, because you have to forgive. No hard feelings from nobody. Because I'm still gonna be who I am, but I had to change my mindset just a little bit different. You understand? A little bit different. So therefore, changing that and a spiritual awakening about what God want me to do for the people. Yes, yes. Hmm. I put Folgers in my cup. So while you watching, I want you to put Folgers in your cup, really, and just sit down and just sip your coffee and think to yourself. So everything that that's why everything that somebody said bad, I turned it into good. I turned it into good because I know who I am as an individual. I know who I am as an individual. So I still want the good for you guys, all you guys. I do. And guess what? And I'm gonna see the good in you guys, all you guys. Everybody that was in that group, I'm gonna see the good from all of y'all. I'm gonna see the good from all of y'all, each and every one of y'all. Hmm. Because it's gonna take me to get y'all to understand that I really do have to change my mindset on things. I'm gonna see the good out of each and every one of y'all. I don't care what you said about me. I don't care. They talk about Jesus Christ. That's okay. I forgive you. I love you. I love you unconditionally. You understand what I'm saying? Love you unconditionally. I forgive all that stuff. But my thing is, by me doing what I need to do for me, and then I will be able to do it for you guys. Listen to what I'm saying. For me, changing for me, for myself, I will be able to do it for you guys because I want to see the good in y'all, and I know it's a lot of good and a lot of people that I'll be around. Hmm. Y'all gonna have the good. Y'all gonna and y'all gonna watch my y'all gonna start watching my platforms and stuff, because if I can change, elevate everything, y'all gonna do it too. That don't mean necessarily that I have to be in your circle. I don't have to be in your circle. I don't have to be in your circle. But my thing is this: I'm gonna start seeing the good in y'all. I'm gonna start seeing the good in y'all. Y'all gonna embrace that good. You know, y'all gonna turn that hurt into power. Y'all gonna turn that hurt into purpose. Hmm. As long as I know I did my job with you guys. And the platform, I don't even worry about the platform. Like, it be one person on there, and it can be zero on there, and I'm still gonna talk. I'm still gonna talk, because if you know how YouTube work and Facebook work, it's gonna always come across somebody's screen. So somebody will get the message. Somebody get the message. I'm not worried about the followers. I'm not worried about none of that type of stuff. But who I am as a person, that's what I worry about. Embracing who I am, that what God want out of me to actually bring you guys up to. I'm not. It's not just, oh, he's just to outdo, outshine. I'm not a person of shining. I'm not a person of shining. So if I shine, I need people to shine too. You know what I'm saying? That's my job on this earthly land, to get y'all to become believers. Oh, excuse me, confirmation birth. But listen, to get y'all to become believers, and y'all shine bright like a diamond also. That's my job. That was my assignment. That was my assignment. For y'all to do exactly what God wants from y'all to. What God wants from y'all to, that's exactly what my job was. I understood the assignment. So I want you guys to start understanding the assignment about the lessons. The lessons teach you. You learn from them. You learn from lessons. So when you got a lesson in your face, like, I can look at this paper right now, and it can be some kind of lesson that I need to learn. You understand what I'm saying? So that lesson, you learn from it, and you say, you know what? I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I'm not gonna do that in my life again. So if you know that those type of things, that's part of changing your mindset. Mm-hmm. Folgers. That's all you have to do. That's it. Like I said, no hard feelings for nobody. If I had hard feelings for somebody, that wouldn't be being righteous. And you know what? I want to talk about Romans, because I didn't, how, like, they said about, you can't judge but if you judge in righteous, if you judge righteously, you can judge, but you got to judge righteously. Like, things that people do in life, like, you can't judge. Like, it's different stuff. You have to take one of the classes one day, and I teach you that about how you can judge. You can't judge others for this and this and this and that, but it's a way that you can judge. But you got to do it righteously. Put focus in your cup. Yes, you got to judge righteously. Mm-hmm. You didn't think I knew that, didn't you? You didn't think I knew that, did you? Didn't you? I know you didn't. I know you didn't think I knew that. Yeah. Like how like how so me judging, say, if I'm okay, I'm just give you some example. So if I'm judging about how, because I judged about how these pastors getting these people money, that's judging righteously, because that's the truth. That's the truth. That's judging righteously. Things like that, like with a pastor or something, and the leaders, and they doing the wrong thing, going down the wrong path in life, judging righteously. Because a lot of people be playing into, like, oh, he this big in the world, and he did this and he did that, but No, wrongdoing is wrongdoing, and then you don't want to acknowledge it. Hmm. You don't want to acknowledge that. If you start acknowledging your problems and coming embracing who you are, and saying, oh, okay, I did. We're not perfect. I made this mistake. I did this as a pastor or a leader. Hmm. When you start acknowledging things, then people would view you differently. They would still they would love you. They would love you more by you being real and embracing yourself. Okay, oh my God, I made this mistake, and that's it. When you say you made a mistake, you move on. And if a person want to judge you from the mistake that you made, then that person wasn't even in for you for it was meant to be put in your life anyways, wasn't meant to stay in your life. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore you just move around. That's it. That's all that it is. You got to acknowledge and repent and ask God for forgiveness, and you'll be forgiven. Once y'all start waking up and putting Folgers in your cup, you'll start understanding like about the spiritual round, the spiritual awakening, and what God wants you, what purpose in your life for you. You understand what I'm saying? So things that He wants you to do and how He wants you to do it. I'm not gonna explain it on here. When you take the class, and we'll talk about it. I was just saying, you don't gotta take no class. You don't gotta take no class, but you be on here. You be on here and you be listening. And I really do. I appreciate that because I feel like that you listen because it's something that's in the inside of you. You understand what I'm saying? It's something that's inside of you that's helping you. Hmm. It's helping you. That's why you be here. You wouldn't be here if you couldn't be here. What movie was that on? I got that off a movie. I did. I got that. I got that point. I got that off a movie. I got that off. What movie was that? That was thin line between love and hate when she was showing him that house. Now, is this how you treat a potential buyer? For real. But no, listen, laugh right now. I want you to laugh right now because it heals the soul. I like my coffee. It be so good. My sister bought me a snicker kind. she bought me she bought me a snicker kind and I just be drinking it. It's good. But you gotta put Folgers in your cup. But love in your heart is the best thing that you can ever do. Don't never be envy towards anybody. Never be jealous because anything that somebody else have or somebody else can do, you can do it and you can do it better. Listen to what I tell you. You can do it and you can do it better. If I look, I stepped out on faith. I just came out and just started doing just because I know I want to talk to people. So you know what? I said my message is gonna get around this world. Let me change this. Let me change this world. Let me change everything up. You understand what I'm saying? So what I can do, I try to tell people, come on, do it. Get in there. Try something to be creative in doing. I don't care if don't nobody view my stuff. I mean, well, they view it. They view it, because I see. I see they view it. I see they view it. It goes up every day. I see. But I just don't I don't have to have all them followers. I don't have to have that all that. But I see. And let me say. I ain't gonna show you. But so I know I can know I can't see you, I can't see none of that type of stuff, but I can't see none of that stuff. But it's up there. It's up there. Like I'll be up close by. I'll be over there like close by. Like what? 100,000. up there like 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So I know y'all view it. I know y'all view it because it tells you how many people view it. Close. Wow. I'm like, okay, well, keep on going, kizzy. So you have to be motivated to you have to be motivated and dedicated. And you've been dedicated, you've been consistent about being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you don't say nothing, you just watch. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because you're taking knowledge in. You're taking knowledge in. You really are. You're taking knowledge. And it's a good thing to take knowledge. And then some of the things that I say, use those things. Use those things. If you have a platform, use those things. You understand what I'm saying? Use those things. Just put it when you use it, kind of shape it up into your form that fits you. Okay? I was gonna tell you that today, huh? Yes. So if you hear me say something that you like, and you say, you know what, I do got a platform. I do got a platform. I'm gonna use that part or whatever. Use it, twist it around. Twist it around and make it you. Make it embrace who you are. Okay? So if I say something like if I say Folgers in your cup, put some tea in your cup or something. You understand? But make it turn around to you. Okay? You understand? Do you really understand? Understand me for real. Understand me. Like for real. And I'm finna go to break. I ain't gonna change this thing. Like you just gonna have to see me smoke today. I gotta smoke a cigarette. I mean my little black whatever it is. Okay. And that's one thing that I'm gonna have to stop too. I'm gonna stop smoking. And I usually don't smoke on here, but we on here. We on here and my camera acting right too. We on here. I messed it up. I just messed it up. I just messed it up. And that was my bad because I just pulled this paper and I just moved it. But let me see, can I get back to you? Bro, man from fifth floor. It ain't working. Do you see that little thing? Do you see? I forgot you ain't gonna say nothing to me. There's a little thing, a little cat thing. I don't know how to make it come back.